I know I love selling these things, but normally you hear me say, when in doubt, part it out. Well, we did the opposite this time. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome to Commonwealth Flipper. We've got a great show for you today. I have a bunch of sales, 27 things going out of here for $891. Pretty happy, and a really nice sale, over $200 sale. And it's a bit of a bolo, unless, if you've been doing this a while, you probably know it. If you haven't, then maybe you can learn a little something today. I know I love selling these things, but normally you hear me say, when in doubt, part it out. Well, we did the opposite this time, and there's a reason why we did the opposite for this particular item today. And I'm really glad I did, and I didn't even have to put in the work. My wife did most of the work on this one. Let's take a look. Before I forget, towards the end of the video, we're going to announce the winner for that giveaway, and we're going to do another giveaway at the end of the video, too, somewhere in there. At any rate, and I don't even know what, I know what I'm looking for. I just start wandering around. Puppy Pals Takara, I think is what it's called. I'm not familiar with these. Maybe I should be. Are y'all familiar with these? Lure's mama said she knew. 1993. I guess I was a little too old to have that in 1993. I don't know. But believe it or not, that right there, Puppy Pals, sold for $30 plus shipping. I think plus shipping. That's nuts to me. And this is all pure profit at this point because we have made our money back on a ton of stuff that Blue Ridge Mama listed in those from those bags of stuff that we got for next to nothing. Had a viewer buy 3 things, so thank you, Maria. That's really appreciated. And whenever that happens, we're very, very thankful. So thank you, and thank you for your kind words. She says she loves the videos and loves watching us find stuff. And here we go, Christopher Robin, Winnie the Pooh figures, vintage figures. I don't remember the exact date on these. Let's see here if I can read that. Can I read it? 1999. Right there for those. And a couple of wrestlers. These guys have been here for a while. Here we go. So we've got 2 of them here. And the total here is $42 plus shipping. I think they're plus shipping. It may be free shipping. And by the way, that was free shipping. Stone Cold there. Look at that. You don't see too many people get Christopher Robin and Stone Cold there. But Maria, we do appreciate it, and they're headed your way. Bought a bunch of beer taps down in, I thought it was back here, but it's not. I got to turn around. Down in Raleigh not too long ago, a big lot together, and we've been making about $8 to $10 profit each time we sell one. We sold a Foster's, Australian for beer, right? I believe that was $14.50 plus shipping. So some of them are only going for $8, $9, $10, but that one's not bad right there. I like that sale. Now, it got me thinking if that's going to go out first class or if that's going to have to do something else. So I'm going to have to look now. I'm curious. But if you remember, we bought a bunch of Starbucks stuff in a yard sale last year, 50 cents a piece. Well, we just got around to listing them all. So there's not a lot of money in a lot of these. There are some Starbucks that go for big bucks, really big bucks. But sometimes when you find some generic ones, they're not so good unless they're super old, and this one wasn't. But this is definitely going to go out at the 2-pound rate right there. But this one right here, I bet you, I hear pepper, do y'all hear pepper? Is probably under, there you go, 12 ounces. You could do one of 2 things with it. You could wrap it really good. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a no-brainer actually what you do with it. I would put it in one of these. So I would wrap it first in bubble wrap. Might slide 1 piece of cardboard in here and 1 on top and then put it inside there. Speaking of bubble wrap. I give American Bubble Boy a plug right there. Got it here super fast. And yes, I do pay for my bubble wrap. So anyway, there you go. I think that's what I'm going to do with that. And it's probably going to stay just under 16 ounces. Definitely. I mean, this for sure is 12.7. A little bit more bubble wrap, a piece of cardboard. Piece of cardboard is probably going to be like 15.8. It's going to go out first class and it'll be okay. Since we're talking about that, a big thank you to David and to Laura for buying plans to the Commonwealth Picker shipping table. You guys are awesome, and we're thinking about you, and we appreciate the purchase over there at CommonwealthPicker.com. Hey, that reminds me. Resale to Rome sent me a copy, since I'm over here for pepper, and I saw that. They sent me, I'm reminding myself, I got to get some Roxy Clean Spray. These folks here found, they have a YouTube channel and Instagram. I've met them a couple times. They do some videos. So thank y'all. We appreciate it, Nick. And they found one of my tapes that was in my antique booth in a Goodwill. So somebody had bought it, used it, I guess, and donated it, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe it didn't sound great. I'll have to test that thing out. So thank y'all. I appreciate that. Sold another beer tap. I think it's Part-Time Pickers, I think. Nope, it's not. It's Shed Flips. No, it's not Shed Flips either. It's Froggy Flips. Coors tap right there. That one went for $12 plus shipping. So it's going to be around a $7.50, just under $8 profit, I think, on that one. So it's not huge, but you know, you add all this stuff up at the end of the day and you make a pretty good paycheck, which is pretty cool. Next one was from the Goodwill. Boy, I knew I'd catch some grief. You've got to understand. I just want to make sure that everybody out there understands. I think most of you do, but some people, I don't know, you don't have the sarcasm detector, I guess. Pepper, you're going to knock my stuff off. I got to get this. She wants treats. She's a bully, y'all. She's a bully. You got to come on down. I'll get you your treats, I promise. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, these right here. I just give Blue Ridge Mama a hard time. I don't want her going to the Goodwill. She knows that, but she doesn't care. She's going to do whatever she wants, which, you know, good for her. So I do the same thing. At any rate, these and she always makes money, so I'm just teasing. She bought these for 74 cents, and they're pretty good. They're still pretty quick here. $10 plus shipping for one of them. So not a huge amount of money in here, but you're making, you know, about the same as that, right? But you're doing times 2. One listing, because they're really very similar, even though they're used. I just listed them the same. But one thing I did find out when I was listing these is these aren't the old ones. You'll see 1984 on them. They look exactly the same with a couple exceptions. One says 1984 on it. There's Pepper again. And the other is there's a white outline instead of a black outline on them. And you can go on and check out Vintage Gatorade. Still sold for $10. Plus shipping. All right, the next one is a bolo of sorts for those folks who haven't been doing this very long. A lot of you folks been doing this a long time. You know these and you find them. Last year was a bad year for finding these for me. I only found 2 lots, but one of the lots was really big, and so it ended up paying off. The other one I bought with Matt, Part-Time Pickers, and I want to say he might have even pointed them out to me, and I can't remember. Matt, maybe you remember. I'm not quite sure. Back at the 127 sale, back at the reseller rally back in June, and pointed out one of a box and that had like dismembered Monster High dolls, and I grabbed those too. So 2 different lots this year, and we decided we weren't gonna part them out, and we could have probably made twice as much, but it would have taken 10 times as much time, 20 times as much time, and so Blue Ridge Mama lotted them up. And let me tell you, she did a great job with it. Put them in here, packaged them up, and I think I can get it one-handed. And she did a great job with the pictures. I'm gonna put a few pictures up here just to give you an idea how she did that, and did a little bit of research and got pretty good money for them. We're pretty happy. She was hoping for over 200, and that's what we got. It was $210.50 plus shipping. I bought one lot, I think, for 20 bucks, and I think I paid 5 for the other. So 25 into 210 plus shipping, all in one big lot. So, you know, turn and burn works out pretty good, because in this case, we're trying to get rid of stuff. And this was a whole tub full of stuff. And so we knocked out one tub in one listing. We could have made more, and we probably would have made more if it was the middle of the winter time. But we're really trying to get through stuff to clear out some space. So thank you, Blue Ridge Mama. You killed it. Took me a while to find this 31 purse, so I decided I wouldn't film it. See me digging through that bin for a while. So this 31 purse, I don't remember buying it. And I buy 31 stuff often, but I don't remember buying this one. So I'm thinking maybe it came from, I don't know, maybe the Goodwill, $2-3 bucks. Maybe Blue Ridge Mama picked it up somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I did buy it in a lot of stuff, and it just never got listed. I don't know, but I looked at the listing and it said purse and skirt. I'm like, what in the world was that? So for $19 plus shipping, but I guess you put, I don't know, ladies, you tell me. Or guys, if you use a purse. I guess you put this over it and you have like another purse, different design? Or is it to protect? I don't know. Y'all tell me. I don't know what the heck it is. I'll just take the $19 plus shipping though. Sold some Tupperware, and this is the kind a lot of times it just goes in the booth. A lot of people, I feel bad, they see me picking up tons of Tupperware, but in reality, I only sell maybe 20% of it on eBay. A lot of it just goes to my booth because it's not worth selling on eBay. So keep that in mind. People always send me these screenshots and they're like, look at all the Tupperware I got. And I'm like, oh, some of it's good, some of it's really good, but some of it's hard to get rid of. And this is one of those, it's like a celery keeper, I think. The 8, I don't know what number these are. I always forget. 8 something. 890 something maybe. I can't even read it. Well, that's what they look like. And they don't sell for much, so I usually don't sell them in here. A lot of times you can sell the lid for as much as you can sell the whole thing. And it's sold, let's see, $8.93. That means this is an $8.92 probably. There's always a number on Tupperware. Yep, $8.92. And that's for $8 plus shipping. So normally I would just throw that in my booth for like $4, $5 and be done with it. Sold some baby shoes. And this is something I used to make like $5 on. Now you're making like $4 on it because first class shipping keeps going up. It's really not worth it unless you find some in really great shape. And they're just Stride-Rite shoes. And these are in okay condition, but they weren't perfect. And so, you know, $10 when you pay $1 or 50 cents, you're making like $4.50. It's not really ideal, but whatever. We'll take it, and I'll probably avoid them in the future unless they're in great shape. A lot of times black sells better. You can make like $7, $8, and they're super easy, and they go out first class. But I'm gonna make $4 on these, so I don't know if I'll do it too much this time out, this summer, going to yard sales. Next one's going out to a viewer. I usually don't read it first. I read it second, but I'm going to read it first this time. Going out to Tammy. She says, love all the channels. Thank you so much for the education. Tammy, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's take a look at what you bought. It was $26 plus shipping for that Popples TV tray up there. That thing is cool. I'm surprised it hung around as long as it did. $26 plus shipping. It was Blue Ridge Mama's when she was a baby. And, well, when she was a kid. And her mama, I guess Blue Ridge Granny, kept it forever and ever and then brought it down here one day. And she wanted to keep the Alf one, but she decided she'd sell them both, sell the Popples too. So those Popples right there, $26 plus shipping for that TV tray. A third viewer sale, and looks like there's one more, so 4 viewer sales. So y'all are amazing. I appreciate it. Debbie, thank you. The Village Puzzler. I like that name, the Village Puzzler. Just saw your wife's haul video, the one I yelled at her at, right? And have to have this to sit by the 2 Intamin that I have. Thank you, Debbie. And it's $10 plus shipping, and it was this Mr. Potato Head, if y'all remember this. I think she paid 50 cents for it. So at $10 plus shipping is a pretty nice little profit for her. So good job, Blue Ridge Mama. We'll make sure. A lot of people always ask about stickers and stuff. You didn't, but we do. We throw in a business card and a couple of the small stickers if we have any idea whatsoever that it might be a viewer. And then a lot of sales we'll put it in there anyways for different stuff, depending on what it is. But anyway, Debbie, thank you so much. Turner's got a couple of sales today. Right here, you got some Berenstein Bears. Those, believe it or not, Turner sold for $17 plus shipping. Pretty good. And we did another lot. We don't normally do lots of these cars either. We usually sell them one-offs, or at least pick the good ones, like Sarge. Wasn't Sarge a good seller? I can't remember. I think he was. And then the VW bus. What was his buddy's name? Do you know what the bus was named? That his buddy, you know what I'm saying? The Unlikely Friends.
This guy.
The hippie and the military guy.
This guy sells for good money.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Dinoco Chicks.
Dinoco Chicks. Yeah. Okay. So what are these from? Which one are these from? Like, what's that from? Is that from the first one?
Yeah, these ones are from the first one that look like this.
Yeah.
Almost all of these are from the first one.
Almost all of them are from the first one?
This isn't from anything. Some of them.
Yeah, that's Ramon, isn't it? And these are kind of beat up, to be honest. They're not in the best of shape, but they're not terrible. And they sold for $42 plus shipping. So if you ever see a little tub of cars die cast, make sure they're not plastic. Make sure they're die cast. You can make some pretty good money on them, and sometimes, you know, Google Lens in them if you don't, you know, if you don't have a kid that can tell you. I don't even remember that one. Is that from the first one? I don't remember. At any rate, sometimes you can find some rare ones that sell for good money. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Sold a Liberty University camo hat. And Liberty stuff's been selling pretty good lately. It's because Malik Willis, you know, that's a local school here, not too far away. And Malik Willis looks like he's going to be a first-round draft pick. A lot of people are buying up some of that stuff. But this one was a surprise. I sell these hats all the time. Not this particular one, but just, you know, stadium giveaway stuff and kind of generic hats. I can't even barely reach it all the time. But this camo one right here, for whatever reason, sold for $20 plus shipping. I guess there were some good comps out there, so there you go. Not a bad hat. It's nothing amazing though. And used, fits in great shape. And sold for 20 bucks plus shipping, so paid $1. Definitely take that. Sold what I think is the worst clubhead cover of the bunch this year at the Lost and Found sale. The Adams Golf 3-wood cover, not even in great shape. $8 free shipping, so you know, maybe $3 in that, I guess. Sold another hat. This one is cool. This one's not the one I sold, but I bought both of them at the same. That's a submarine hat at the same sale for $0.25 a piece. And you know, when I got home, I'm like, there's probably no comps on here, and there were no comps. Maybe for one, maybe for both. I can't remember. I think for sure for this one. See, I finally put those records up there. I took Guns N' Roses, put it in front. People ask all the time. All right. That one right there is vintage. It's made in the USA. You can just get a feel for the tag and look at it, and you'll see right there. Made in the USA tag. Impressions made in Denver, actually. And that ad, believe it or not, sold for $25 plus shipping. Paid $0.25. Love that kind of stuff right there. Sold a couple of video games. Xbox 360, Plants vs. Zombies, and what's the other one? Need for Speed. I think that's this one right here. $7, $14.50 for that one plus shipping. I think that's it. I'm going to double check. I'm pretty sure that's right for those two. Sold just one LP today, and I'm not even familiar with this one, y'all. $7 plus shipping. It didn't come from that lot that we had. I showed you all the other day, but Legend? Oh no, $7 plus shipping. Turner's here.
You're something like not a cat hiss, like.
You don't think it was a cat hiss? You know what else hisses? Have you ever seen a possum hiss? Possums hiss too. Maybe it's a possum. What do you think? You want to bounce your basketball? You're ready for me to be done filming, huh? Okay. Give me 2 minutes, okay, bud?
Okay.
Hey, we picked... Oh, look at that. I just got a cha-ching in here. Wonder what sold. We picked an Enema Man going out to Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you for your purchase today on CommonwealthPick.com. We appreciate it, and we hope he gets things moving for you. If you remember the Teak, I know I don't pronounce that right, reel-to-reel player that we bought for 25 bucks, parted it out. We're way into the profit, probably 150 bucks already. And this is I guess it's the, I don't know what you want to call it. It's one of the reels with what lays underneath it and then the knob on top. Anyway, it sold for $30 plus shipping. Sold 2 Twisted Radio Waves, have 6 left out of 1,000. 6 out of 1,000. And sometimes blows my mind. Anyway, $9 a piece, and they went to 2 viewers, Sean and Maria. So thank you to both of you. If you go way back, if you're one of the first, you know, I don't know, maybe 1,000 people sub to this channel, tell me, by the way, in the comments below. I'd love to know that. I would probably know it already as soon as I read your comment, because I've been reading them for years, if you are one of those folks. But if you remember, I used to say that when I bought this, it was $5 a box. I bought 2 boxes, I think. Sorry, my phone's always going off now in the videos. I can't keep track of everything, so I'm setting alarms to remind me of stuff that I should just remember to do anyways. Anyway, back to the story, and I don't even remember the story. Oh yeah, so $5 a piece for these, you know, basically a penny a piece, what I paid. And I used to say, hey, you know, I'm gonna make my money back after I sell like 2 or 3. And so I don't care if I'm gray and retired and getting Social Security when I sell the last one, which is probably what was going to happen. And then viewers have bought these. About 75% of the ones that have been purchased since we've been doing the show have been to viewers. So thank y'all so much. We do appreciate it. I should keep one, just like frame it and stick it up or something, I guess. Thank y'all. So I sold a hitting stick. You see me pick these up all the time. And we sell them, but they're sometimes, basically, they don't sell until the spring or summertime sometimes, unless they're going to Arizona. But as you can see, it's pretty big, so it's not going to, you know, ship there very easily, so maybe Florida. But this is a softball hitting stick, but I also put in the title, like a golf warm-up or something like that, because people use it to warm up to play golf as well. And we should can pick these up. I picked this one up for $1, and it's faded, but it's, you know, it still works. And so those hitting sticks, I kept one for Turner because he likes it. And that sold for $39 plus shipping. And people ask me, how do you ship it? Well, a very big, long box. That's how you ship it. And these are bigger than drivers. These things are huge. So sometimes you have to piece two together. And so you can go to a local golf shop or go to a Play It Again Sports or go to a pro shop and a golf course. And they'll sometimes have boxes that drivers come in and just ask them. And if they don't, they'll usually put one aside for you. So big, long box. That's how you ship it. Speaking of the golf course, this one, Nike, it's the old Nike symbol there, came from, well, it's not the oldest, of course, the Nike golf one, but it's pretty good shape. It was the lost and found sale, and it sold for $22 plus shipping. If you haven't seen that one, it's on the Commonwealth Auctions channel, secret sourcing location for the wintertime. And we bought that one right here. This one's got an embroidery issue. A lot of times they do, so it's always good to take a good picture of it. Sometimes embroidery doesn't go on very well and it kind of wrinkles up the shirt a little bit. And that Nike Dry Fit, it's a soccer shirt, it looks like. Sold for size small, $17 plus shipping. All right, Reagan has some sales from CommonwealthPicker.com. What do you got?
Charlotte, Joseph, and Cheryl.
Charlotte, Joseph, and Cheryl. Thank y'all very much. And I think one was a fanny pack, a couple of t-shirts, plans, the shipping table, a bunch of stuff. Hey, we ordered some more t-shirts because some of the sizes were gone. And we have an announcement, but we shouldn't spoil it. Remember what we talked about yesterday? Different color.
Yep.
I'll let Reagan tell you in a couple days.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Hey, really quick, I think I mentioned the other day there's a dry erase thing, but that was just a picture. This is the dry erase that they told me about. This is from Trading Post Pickers, Scott and Christina, and it is a dry erase board. What do you think about that? Pretty nuts. Thank you all for the message. I just would say one thing, don't listen to Dave. Kayla is awesome. Paul is Dave, come on. I'm kidding. Dave is great too. So they said they saw some ashtrays and an old phone at an old estate sale. They're like, this is my kind of pick. So hey, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Hey y'all, all right, announce the winner here. And the winner that Reagan picked earlier, she had to go to gymnastics. So it was Bucket O Fish. Bucket O Fish won the prototype, the one-of-one mug that Paul made that introduced us to that mug, which we then mass-produced. So thank you. And make sure you send me a message. I don't know. Instagram's best. An email's fine as well. And I will... well, there's a way I can figure out if you're telling the truth who you are or not, but we're going to send that off to you. One more giveaway. We're going to do a couple of... The reason we're doing this, if you didn't see it on the last show, is we're going to start to do some sponsored ads here and there, both in this channel and the Picker channel. And so a little bit more money's coming into the channel that way, and you guys are responsible for it because you guys watch us. And so we want to start giving back, and we're just starting with some small stuff for now. But hopefully we'll get into, maybe give away a printer or something down the road, give away some bigger stuff. So a couple of jewelry magnets to help to take, if you've seen my jewelry videos, and a black light, we're going to send that off too. So that'll be the next giveaway. 2 videos from now, you can listen for that one. So thank you, Bucket O Fish, for We Get Things Moving in there. I appreciate it. And a thank you to Johnny Amigo, buymeacoffee.com/Commonwealth. 12 pieces of the shed. I've got a couple of announcements coming up too, and I'm excited about them. I'm not quite ready to announce them just yet, but a couple of cool things that were new endeavors, I guess we could call it. So anyway, thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. And go over to CommonwealthPicker.com/ nope, that's not it. Go over to buymeacoffee.com/Commonwealth if you want to read those comments. And thank you for your nice comment. I appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you next time.